Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about two-way ANOVA. In our last video, we have already discussed about one-way ANOVA. So this is the outline of two-way ANOVA. You can see here there are three agenda points. What is two-way ANOVA? Assumptions of two-way ANOVA, and we'll discuss a case study. So what exactly the two-way ANOVA is? Two-way ANOVA is similar to one-way ANOVA in all the aspects except that in this case additional independent variable is introduced. So we have seen in one-way ANOVA we had one independent variable and one dependent variable. In case of two-way ANOVA there will be two independent variables and one dependent variables. Also each independent variable includes two or more variants. So each independent variable must have two or more levels. Then you can see here these are the factor number 1 and factor number 2. These are the two independent variables and the response variable is the dependent variable. Again the requirement of independent variable should be non-metric scale. So you can see here the data should be categorical. So independent variable 1 is place, the second is education. So both the data is in categorical, and then here the response variable, here the data is in continuous data, that is in, you can say that the metric scale, that is the sales in continuous data. Second, what are the assumptions of two-way ANOVA? So assumptions of two-way ANOVA are exactly same as the one-way ANOVA. First one is saying the population normality, means the data should be collected from the normally distributed population. Second, homogeneity of variance. So the each group must have the equal variance. It means that the group should be homogeneous in nature. The sizes of the groups are similar. The group size means the sample size of each group should be similar, so that we should get the robust result. The group should be independent to each other, and the last one, the residuals are normally distributed. So all these assumptions are same as the assumptions of one-way ANOVA. Now we are considering one case study. What is the case study? Neha Gupta wants to research that whether sales dependent variable of the respondents depend on their place, independent variable, and the education, another independent variable, and she assigns 9 respondents from each metro city. So you can see here one dependent variable, that is sales, and two independent variable, place and education. So place, there are three variants, Mumbai, Delhi and Kolkata, and education also three variants, undergraduate, graduate and postgraduate. So now she wants to know whether the place influences sales, the education influences sales, and the influence of education on sales depends on place of respondents. So these are the three research questions she wants to investigate. So on the basis of these information, we have formulated a topic. So what is the topic? Effect of education and place on sales in FMCG sector. And on the basis of this topic, we have designed objectives. And our first objective is to study the education, place and sales performance of the respondents. Second objective is to study the effect of education on sales. The third objective is to study the effect of place on sales. And the fourth is to study the interaction effect of education and place on sales. So these are the four objectives we have, and on the basis of these objectives we have formulated hypothesis. What is the first hypothesis? The first hypothesis is between education and sales. So our null hypothesis is education will have no effect on sales. The alternative hypothesis is education will have effect on sales. Here you can say the education is one independent variable, sales is one dependent variable. So we can find out the analysis through one-way ANOVA here. The second is related to the place and sales. So the null hypothesis, what it is saying? Place will have no effect on sales, and the alternative hypothesis is saying place will have effect on sales. So again we can find out through one-way ANOVA. Now the hypothesis of two-way ANOVA is education and place on sales. So the interaction effect of education and place on sales. What is the null hypothesis? There will be no interaction effect of education and place on sales, and the alternative hypothesis is there will have interaction effect of education and place on sales. So these are the three hypotheses we have formulated. Now we have to collect the data and we have to analyze the data through SPSS, and then we will see. So now we'll go to data in SPSS. So this is our data, you can see here. Place and education, this is place, education, these are the two independent variables, and sales is the dependent variable. If you click here, you will find we have the three variants of place: Mumbai, Delhi and Kolkata. Also, education has three variants: undergraduate, graduate and postgraduate, and these are the sales figure we have. So now we'll go to variable view. In variable view, you can see here these are the values we have identified. 1 is equal to Mumbai, 2 is equal to Delhi and 3 is equal to Kolkata. So we have already identified. And second, in the education also you can see here 1 is equal to undergraduate, 2 is equal to graduate and 3 is equal to postgraduate. And then we can see here the scale. So place Mumbai, Delhi and Kolkata, it is in nominal scale and it is in ordinal scale, because postgraduate is higher than graduate and graduate is higher than undergraduate. So it is in ordinal scale. And then last data is the sales, that is in ratio scale. So we have put here scale. Now we'll go to data view and then we'll go to analyze. In analyze, we will go to general linear model. In general linear model, we'll go to univariate. We'll go to univariate and you can see here the dependent variable and then fixed factor. So in dependent variable, we'll take this sales. It is our dependent variable, and two independent variables, place and your education, will take it to the fixed factor. And then we will go directly to the post hoc test. In post hoc test, we want to understand the multiple comparison of place and education both. So we'll take it on the right hand side, place and then education, and then we'll click on Tucky test. Continue, and then we'll go to options. In options, we will find out descriptive statistics, estimates of effect size and homogeneity test, and then we'll continue, and then we'll OK. So you can see this is the output of SPSS. So in the first table, you can see here between subject factors. So place, it is represented by 1, that is Mumbai, 2 is Delhi, 3 is Kolkata, and these are the sample size. Again, education, 1 is equal to undergraduate, 2 is equal to graduate, 3 is equal to postgraduate, and these are the sample size you can see here, 8, 12 and 7. Now you can see here the descriptive statistics. In descriptive statistics, the place Mumbai, undergraduate, and the mean value of sales is 27.5. Then graduate it is 37.6 and postgraduate it is 60. So it is the data of Mumbai. Here you can see the value is 2. 2 means there are 2 respondents who are undergraduate, they belongs to Mumbai. 5 they are graduate, belongs to Mumbai, and 2 they are postgraduate, belongs to Mumbai. Similarly, you can see here the mean value of Delhi and the mean value of Kolkata. Accordingly, these are the sample size, and then this one is the total one. Now you can see here the Levin test of equality. In Levin test, we have to see the significant value. So significant value is 0.084, which is greater than 0.05. It means that all the groups have equal variance, means the groups are homogeneous in nature. So it holds the condition of ANOVA, one of the condition of ANOVA. So this is here. Then we will see this is the, and in the ANOVA table we can see here. Okay, so it is saying first we will go to this place. The significant value is, in place you can see here the significant value is 0.139, which is greater than 0.05. What does it mean? Since it is greater than 0.05, so place has no effect on sales. This value you can see here. Then second point, it is saying here 0.000, this is the significant value of education. It is less than 0.05. So it means that education has effect on sales. So individually if we are seeing, then place has no effect and education has effect on sales. Now if we are seeing is the combined effect, means the interaction effect of place and education on sales, the significant value is 0.956. It means that the interaction effect of place and education is not there on sales. So this is the meaning. Then if you want to do the multiple comparison, we'll go down and we'll go to the post hoc, and it is for the place you can see here. So Mumbai and Delhi, the significant value you can see here 0.671. So it is saying that there is no significant difference between Mumbai and Delhi on the sales performance. Mumbai and Kolkata, again it is greater than 0.05. So again there is no significant difference. Between Delhi and Mumbai, again it is greater than 0.05. So it is no significant difference between Delhi and Mumbai. And then Delhi and Kolkata and so on. So you can see here all the values, significant values of the places in the multiple comparison are greater than 0.05. So there is no significant difference between the cities on sales. So in short, you can say that the place has no effect on sales, that we have already got in ANOVA table. Now you can see here in the education you can see undergraduate and graduate, they don't have the significant difference, because you can see here 0.068 which is greater than 0.05. So undergraduate and graduate has no significant difference on sales, but there is a difference between undergraduate and postgraduate. Here you can see there 0.000 which is less than 0.05. So there is a significant difference between undergraduate and postgraduate on sales, because the significant value is less than 0.05. Again, there is no difference between graduate and undergraduate, same thing it is repeating here. And but there is a difference between graduate and postgraduate. There is a difference between graduate and postgraduate, 0.010 which is less than 0.05. So we can conclude here there is a significant difference between undergraduate and postgraduate, and then graduate and postgraduate, but there is no difference between undergraduate and graduate on effect on sales. So this is the conclusion we have. Now how to report this? To report this, we will go to here in the slide. Hypothesis 1, what it is saying, as the F value at 2 and 18 degree of freedom is 12.364, and then the P value is 0.000 which is less than 0.05. Partial eta square is 0.579. So there is sufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Hence H1 is accepted. It means education has effect on sales. So what was our first hypothesis? Our first hypothesis was education will have no effect on sales, and the alternative hypothesis was education will have effect on sales. So here you can see here it is rejecting the null hypothesis and accepting the alternative hypothesis. What was our second hypothesis? Our second hypothesis was place will have no effect on sales, and alternative hypothesis was place will have effect on sales. So here you can see the F value at 2 and 18 degree of freedom, it is 2.208. P is 0.139 which is greater than 0.05, and partial eta square is equal to 0.197. So there is insufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Hence H1 is accepted. It means place has no effect on sales. Our third hypothesis was there will be no interaction effect of education and place on sales, and the alternative hypothesis was there will have interaction effect of education and place on sales. In this our output you can see here the F value at 4 and 18 degree of freedom, it is 0.160, and the P value is equal to 0.956 which is greater than 0.05, and partial eta square is equal to 0.034. So there is insufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Hence H1 is accepted. It means there is no interaction effect of education and place on sales. So this is the output. So thank you everyone.